guys, we're gonna baseline this C6 ZR1. Beautiful car. One of my dream cars. Really low mileage. I think this thing's getting a full stage 5. Eric's gonna get started on this thing, I think, today. I believe it's getting a 15-inch rear conversion with some beadlock welds, so this thing's gonna be sick. Alright, what's your guys' guesses?
569.
569. How about you, Bob?
I'm going 575.
575, 569. I think this is a healthy car. I'm going to say, I'm going to go 592. I could be way off, but we'll see.
Alright.
Own stock ZR1.
Fucking roller.
Eric is almost spot on.
That's why I'm the ZR1 guy right there, Chris.
Yeah, alright. You got it, 569. Damn. Stakes level. Alright guys, so Eric's got the C6 ZR1 on the lift. This is going to be a really, really nice build. Getting a full stage 5, 15-inch weld conversion, bead locks, the whole nine. We got all that over there. It's going to be a really cool build.
Was like
saying with this one.
He wanted to go to this cheesesteak place.
Man, I love this
on
car.
Friday.
Yeah. Like $115 stimulant to raise the blood pressure.
Eric already getting the monster triple in. Flying on this thing.
Yeah. Flying.
Summerish out, isn't it?
What's that?
I said it is summerish out.
Wonder if it's going to be like this nice at the Phillies game tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be nice tonight. It's supposed to be this way tomorrow. So.
Yesterday, I walked for probably a mile and a half, and then I fucking went right back on the bike, and I did like 8 miles.
God, 8 miles on that thing, that feels like a breeze.
The woods is a little different, but yeah, it's not bad.
That?
I'd rather use a bike again. I prefer cardio for it. Running and shit. It just sucks an asshole.
Yes, it does. I'd rather run on that treadmill than fucking run outside.
Guys working on this side. Coming together really good. Really clean too. Go check in with Eric over here. How's this coming along?
Coming along.
Got those Nardi Johns on there.
My favorite wheel too.
Oh,
That's 77.
probably look good.
That's gonna look amazing. It's really sick. What's the plan for this thing for today?
Take it apart.
Just get the blower off and stuff.
More than that.
More than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have the blower off in 5 minutes. And it's not even 9 o'clock yet.
I got you. This thing getting heads too, or just cam?
Yep. Heads.
Damn.
On the floor.
Sure is.
I hate corn more than anything, dude. No generosity at all. It took us months, years to train a cameraman to turn the radio back on.
Never had it yet.
We had Steve train.
I'm still learning. I'll get it.
We'll have to learn. Off, on.
It really is tough.
Probably the hardest thing about this.
Oh my god. I'm throwing fucking trash in your fucking horseman over here.
Yeah, I need to move that. I just sat there for a second.
God, I've done it. I've shit myself fucking 5 times in a row once.
As soon as I turn the camera on too.
I don't give a farted ever in your life. That's like unheard of. Matt and I just don't buy it. The people have never charted. Are you kidding me?
Nice.
Eric's just feeling pretty calm.
That's why I just started putting our smaller vacuum hose on there, and it's been fine on every car. You'll see once I get it all together.
And all he's got to do is modify this bracket and clock the thing a little bit. You know, it's just
How do you expect? Yeah, I know, buddy. See? It's time for new ones. Look at these. Everyone,
Damn,
dude.
double pit hole.
Everyone.
Man,
Everyone is like that. You saw it.
I see it.
Yeah, there's no. I've seen it what, like 3 times now. There's no way it's been the same shirt every time.
Nope.
I can truly say that every shirt I have is like that.
That's crazy.
My dad made a big mistake.
Check out that throttle body.
Here he is.
Add me to it. Is it his actual Facebook page?
Cons 1 running?
Never fucking
12?
Never fucking.
Now.
Look at that.
Oh, Doug! Woo! Fire! You know what I'm saying?
Thing looks sick.
Shit, behind that thing.
Yeah, that thing's sick.
I did not sleep well last night.
One of them days, huh?
Yeah. I'm exhausted.
This guy
What about me?
over here soldering.
Alright, well, since the super disc already out.
Looking like a car again, dude. It's unbelievable.
It really is. You're doing a killer job, man.
I know.
You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, I am. You're a sick tuner.
Checking back into there. He's got this thing looking crazy good. Most of the fuel system is getting buttoned up. Getting ready to do the ice tank and the meth lines. But man, this thing's really coming together.
It'll be a while before you actually see what's going on. Because, like, I gotta trim it, file it, do all kinds of stuff. See, there's not much to see here.
And what's that for? The meth controller.
Yeah, just run the harness through.
Yeah, I do like it in the glove box.
Yeah, it'll look sick when it's done. I mean, I'm sure everyone's seen it, but I'll show it to you.
That's how mine was in my yellow car. I just liked it because I could purge it without getting out of the car.
Yeah, I usually only do this on ZR1s.
It's pretty good to me.
I like that way than the old setup. More than the old setup. Or do I get this going more? No, I'm second guessing myself.
Liner will fit right over that.
Huh?
The liner.
Yeah, no doubt. Not worried about that. I can always trim it like I do the other ones, but this is how I've used some of the bigger build ZR1s. This is how I've done them. I'm just trying to figure out whether I need to, what I need to do here. I can't sneak it back any further. So, and I don't want it hitting there. It seems like the first time I just happened to throw it up in here was the best one I had, the best fitment I had. I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit, but I think that looks pretty damn good there. Right.
He's fired up.
Yeah.
He's dialed.
120 down in there. Fucking good to go. Let's hear it again.
That's sick.
There we go, dude. That's what I'm liking here.
That's it.
All the fuel.
I'll tell you what else is sick. Escalade diesel.
They are pretty sweet. What you working on over here, buddy?
Wiring the fuel system.
Got most of the lines ran already.
Lines are all
Nice. How you making out on this thing, buddy?
I'm making out, bud.
Making out?
Yep.
Nice.
I sure am.
Fuel system done?
Yep. Routed, wired, all done.
Sweet. So you got ice tank, catch can, meth.
That's all done other than the tank. Did you look in that center console yet? Check that out.
You got it all dialed in? I'll reach in here. Oh yeah. Got the meth controller in the glove box, which is pretty sweet. So you can purge it without even getting out of the car, make sure everything's good. Oh, wired up.
Yeah, she all done.
Looks killer. Just waiting on the ice tank. And yeah, she's getting there.
Yeah, I just need to wrap up some small stuff under here and wait on my ice tank, and then I got to do a wideband in the catch can. I'll just make a mount real quick and be done with that.
Sweet.
It's getting there. Pretty close.
He's gonna love it.
Yeah, these things, they just come together nice. It's a lot of tedious shit, but once it's all done, it looks, you know, right.
Yeah, it's so worth it.
And each time I do one, I do things a little different. Like this one, just from the last one I just did, just tiny things, but like stuff that I, you know, as I do them, perfect it.
Yeah, you've had a ton of practice with
Oh yeah.
ZR1s. You alright under there?
Yeah, bye. Just doing my job.
That's it. Alright, so we finally got the correct ice tank, right?
Yep. I hope you got that.
I got it.
Nice.
Loud and clear. Finishing up the exhaust on the ZR1. Have the American Racing headers, X-pipe, back on the car. Taking a little finesse to get it to work, but he's getting it dialed in. He's kicking ass on this car. It's gonna be a really, really sick build. So. You start this thing up today or what?
Yeah, I am.
Crazy how much work is actually involved in all this stuff. Sweet carbon fiber intake.
Which one's that?
I can't be filmed right now, dude. I'm struggling with it.
You ready to start this thing up?
No, I'm just downloading the file. Then I gotta make the file. Then
We start.
we start.
I'm excited for this one.
Should make a power, hopefully.
You ever tuned one with that throttle body before?
What is it?
120?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Corey's had a 120 on it.
It's massive. Alright guys, looks like we're getting ready for the first startup on this crazy big build. ZR1. Started putting some fuel in it, ran flashing it. Let's see if we can get this thing start up.
Okay. Let me pull sheet. 2010 ZR1. Got basically everything. Let me turn down my light a little bit. I know I'm all glossy. Got basically everything besides a short block. So full head scan package, 2650. I'll read the whole list, but that's the gist of it. Got a ported 2650. 120 millimeter throttle body, 3.0 upper pulley, Kong HD tensioner, R fuel system, 4 LS9 rails, ID 1300s, R meth kit, R ice tank, Kong Gen 3 billet lid, Edelbrock heat exchanger, all that stuff. Monster LT1S triple, 15-inch rear conversion, our custom cam spec, 2-inch Merrick Racing headers, late model throttle air intake, dash logic with a Bellinger wideband, motion racer catch can, DC power alternator. Came from North Carolina. So see what we got. It should make. The last one we did made like 960, but I think this one's making a little more boost because of the ported blower and the bigger throttle body than what the last one had. It should make right around 1,000. I made a short little pull earlier, just trying to dial in the math and get it like close before I film and do full pulls on it. And I think it was a pull to like 50 some hundred. And it made like 855, I think. So I haven't made a full pull or even close to a full pull yet. So this will be new for all of us. At 21.5 pounds of boost. I don't really have much timing in it either, so we're good there. Is that a big flame?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Sounded big. This thing will do pretty good. See, I think this is just still on pump and meth. No E yet, and I got timing to go. I mean, this thing might make 950 on pump, maybe. We got wideband down here too, so if you see me looking, that's why. 946. I could tell. I was watching this one. I was watching this one in here. I figured it blew it out. It actually said it was rich, which I'm going to... pull some fuel out of it, and it probably run good, yeah. ZR1s will just, it's weird, this throttle body feels so much different than like a 103 or a 112. Yeah. It's weird, like I can feel it in the gas pedal.
Is it snappier or more delayed?
Neither, it's just like heavier on the, like on the pedal, it's like weird. I assume it blew the wideband out again?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's fucked up. I'm gonna turn the key on and let the heat exchanger pump for a minute. We'll be back. Okay, put a little more gas in it. Still pumped. Pulled a little more fuel out of it. I'm gonna try and rev it a little higher this time too, because it seems like the graph is still going up, but never know, we'll see. Torque. We're gonna see if we have a smaller pulley for this thing, and it's got a 3.0 on it, and Eric I think may have a 3.25, which I don't know if that'll knock it down too much, but either way we'll see and we'll be back. Okay, we just looked up the last one that we did, and it actually made a little more boost, and that was probably a year ago, and the dude still rips on it and beats on it, and it's perfectly fine. So I know this dude is a pretty rowdy GTR also, so when we were originally building this, or talking about the build, we were going back and forth about doing a motor and not doing a motor and whatever, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna make one more pull, and then I'll probably let it cool down, and then we'll throw some E in it. .60, 815. I'm gonna let this thing cool a little bit. We'll be back. Okay, let it cool down for not long, like maybe a half hour. This will be last pull on pump, and then we're gonna dump some E in it. See what we got. Wideband out there isn't working. I'm just using the one in here. We gotta clean that one or something out there. Actually, I think the dyno is gonna freeze. It's about to throw. Yeah, it's about to throw an error. Dyno jet is so predictable. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. torque. Well, I guess it's good hot or cold.
Not bad.
Yeah, you want to dump some E in this thing? Exactly the same, hot and cold, so.
Pretty good.
I can't believe it didn't even make 1 more horsepower. Actually made 0.01 less. We're gonna dump some E in this, we'll be right back. Okay, we got 36%. I'll probably just make like a pull or 2 and then dump some more in. Just make sure fueling and shit's good and go from there.
The odds of that?
Exactly, the 961 again. Well, it's hotter, but when I was letting this thing cool down, I was in my office doing some remote tune stuff, and I came back and the dyno fans were off. And I'm like, what the hell? I like text in the shop group text. I'm like, who the hell turned the fans off? Like, I'm trying to let this thing cool down. Matt's like, I don't know, I was too busy working. So I pulled up the security footage, and this is Matt walking over and turning the dyno fans off. Quite funny. And he goes, oh yeah, that was me, I didn't reach fans. He thought I said who turned the dyno off. Right. It's obviously a little warm now, but it's 40%. Let's see what we got. Torque, 986 actually. If you get a little more E,
How many more gallons?
I don't know, probably 3, maybe 4. It'll probably take it all.
4?
Yeah. Be right back. Okay, put a little bit more E in it. It only got up to 49%, which is weird. You put like 4 more gallons in it. Like either the E sucks or whatever. Let's see what 49 does. Still got probably 2 more gallons we can put in it, so we'll probably do that. I dumped a little more and it's at 53%, so granted it's still warm because it's only been a couple minutes, but let's see what we got. this thing higher. It wants to be rev tire, but I hate like.
What did the E jump up to?
53. Oil pressure's still good on this thing. I mean, it makes like 70 pounds, but obviously the oil's quite cooking now. I'm gonna let this thing cool off. We'll be back. All right, I didn't let it cool down a ton, like maybe 10 minutes. Only because it's 4:50 and we close in 10 minutes. If it was an hour earlier, I'd probably let this thing cool down for like 45 minutes, but see if we can break 1,000. Which I think we should be able to. 52% E. See what we got. .4, 844 torque.
That's crazy.
Pretty solid, pretty solid. It would probably make a little more with a little more E in it, cooled down. But either way, it's a stock bottom end car, so you obviously don't want to push it crazy. AITs are still warm, 115 degrees on that pole. Either way, it's a stout build, and if he ever wants to put a motor in this thing in the future, this thing can be gangster. We could just do a bigger cube motor and bigger cam, and this thing will be fun. That's it. Please subscribe. I'll take this thing out on the street because we got wheels and shit on it, but I'll see you on there. Right, doing a little drive of the C6 ZR1. As you just saw, we ended up throwing it back on the dyno and we got a little more power out of it. Now, it doesn't have the 15s on it now. It's got, obviously, is, you know, regular wheels and tires. So, I mean, I'm still going to try and do a little rip on this thing, obviously. But, we'll see what we can get. But sorry, I'm trying to C6 ZR1s are just the king of all cars. It's honestly, that's all there is to it. They won't be beat. They're the king. And you won't change my mind. As far as GM products. As far as like, you can make this much power that drives normal in stock. Like, even you can make a lot of power in a stock blower as long as you have the right setup, you know? And it's like, stock short block, like you can make a lot of power in a lot of this factory parts that come on this car. And be reliable, honestly. Like, it's a little crazy, but I'm gonna make this U-turn. I'm gonna shut this camera off because I gotta flash. I gotta flash the car real fast. But I'll be right back. Like I said, I don't know how much this thing's gonna be able to do on this tire, but I'll try like a rolling into it third gear. Just trying to spin pointing me, that was like 58% throttle maybe. There's no point in me trying to even go full throttle because this thing's gonna obviously make more power higher in the RPMs. It's at a 15 on it, it'd be all right, but it doesn't. But these things have a special little place in my heart, you know what I mean? These things are just the ultimate car, and unless you've owned one that makes good power, you just won't understand. The gearing is perfect, like, I don't know, carbon brakes, the seating in them is perfect, like even over a C7. C7's a little different. C6s are just super comfortable. Like, you could just chill. Your hand is right on the shifter. You're not reaching for it. It's not back too far. Like, your arms on the both armrests. I can hold on to the steering wheel perfect. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but C6s are just a different breed. And here, I'll close the exhaust, and the car's quiet. It sounds stock. You know, it's just different. Just different. And God, are they fun? I mean, if you guys can't tell, you know, I was owning one of these, you know, with big power for a long, long time. I am super comfortable in these cars. They're just, I don't know if it's just me or just in general, but they are very, very controllable cars as far as with this power level. Certain cars, you know, you don't feel like 100% in control at all times. A lot of the newer stuff is like seriously computer controlled. So sometimes they do weird things that makes you question like if you're actually in control or not. These things, it's just perfect. Like, you always feel in control. They're very controllable. Even if it's spinning the throttle, you feel like you have 100% control of that. Like, I don't know, they're just different breed to me, but I love them. I mean, this thing's awesome. You should be super happy with this thing. It makes a ton of power. It's super nice. If someone wants to give me one and they just won the lottery or something, please do. Like, I'll love you forever. But the problem is I just don't know how often I would drive it. Here's Eric driving his ZR1. It's funny, we were talking about, I was driving a C7 or something the other day. I don't know what I was driving. I was driving something and he was driving another car. And I was like, man, Eric, you don't even give me like the Corvette wave? Like, what am I, chopped liver, you know? And he's like, I didn't even see this. And then we got into this whole talk of like a Camaro wave and a Corvette wave and then like the Harley wave, you know, like when you point down or whatever. And it's like, that was why, I don't know if it caught that on camera, both of us waving like that. That was literally perfect. Couldn't have planned it any better. But he's driving a ZR1. So I told him it felt weird. Someone's suspension feels weird. It's got stock, you know, shocks and stuff on the front, but then it's got a coilover kit on the back. And I think it's like making it like feel funny suspension wise because it still has, you know, the stock shocks, like the mag ride stuff on the front, and it's just got like simulators or whatever to like not throw the lights on it in the rear, and I think it's making it handle funny. So I just wanted him to go drive it and check it out. Either way, this thing is good to go. You should happily beat on this thing and enjoy it for sure. This thing is going to be seriously fast. He has a pretty gangster GTR too. I think he has like a 1300 horsepower GTR. But this thing is, they're just different, you know what I mean? Like the torque and the power band on these cars, it's almost unexplainable, because generally cars that make 1,000 horsepower don't make you know, over 900 torque. Like, so that's why these things are so fast for like what they are, and it's hard to really explain it. But either way, subscribe. Love you guys. Later.